Well. Guess what we about to do? We about to have a story time. And I'm going to call this story time the butterfly effect. So growing up in the 80s, my mom used to have this boyfriend. At first, he seemed cool, relaxed. He owned a car wash. And he had so many cars. He had like 7 cars. He had the 18 van. He had another van. He had a chopper, Harley Davidson. He had a very old truck. I think it was his dad's truck. He had an old truck, a Lincoln Town car in the 80s, big body Lincoln Town cars. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at the Blues Brothers movie, the first one. He bought my mom a Nissan Century. He had something else too, I can't remember. But he had so many, and he also owned this car wash. And back in the day, I mean, like not even back in the days, the building's still there. Well, it was last time I was there. If anybody ever know where Elvis Presley house is, that corner coming off the main road, where it's that big hill, and you stop at that light, if you turn right, you go into Elvis' old house or whatever. But that building that's on that corner used to be his car wash. And in my lifetime, I have never seen a car wash that busy ever after we left. That car wash was so busy. When we went, I remember very few Saturdays that there was no cars. 9 times out of 10, he had cars in there. And I'm talking about, he was good at what he did now, for real. When it came to cleaning cars, that's what his trade was. He was good at doing that. My mom ended up being his bookkeeper, built his business up and everything. So eventually, somewhere down the road, and it became a pretty abusive situation. Like, it bothered me for a long time. Like, for real. There's some things that people do that man, you might not think about it all the time, but you don't forget it. And there's some things that happened that I remember vividly. I remember one time they had got into it about something. She was at her job and she had a little Chevette hatchback, but he took this big old pipe because he was so mad at her. They was arguing about something. He hit the back window while we was in the back of it. Bah! It was so loud, it scared the hell out of me. It took me a long time to get some rest, man, for real. Anyway, the situation got so bad that my mom ended up leaving, right? But she moved us here, and when we would go back to see family, like in the summertime, somehow, some way, he will always pop up until like there was a big old confrontation or whatever, right? So after we moved to Florida, what would you say, ingratiation or initiation or whatever you call it when you're trying to get settled in? I guess settled into another place, new place. It was not good. It was rough. People was fighting me and all kind of craziness. I don't know if my mom know that. At this point, it was my mom and my 2 sisters. My brothers was still back at their grandparents' house. I remember coming down here and meeting people, and they was bullying me, and I didn't understand why. And I ended up getting in fights, like with like 2 fights with some girls, and they jumped me, and I don't know why we was fighting. I remember I was being at the basketball court, and I walked over to one of my friends. Well, I thought he was my friend until he got around other people. I was over there going towards him, and next thing I know, I'm in a fight, and then I got in a fight again. So yeah, I got beat up by some girls from the hood. Crazy, from the hood. The dudes I ended up fighting, I was winning those, but because the 2 times I fought those girls, I don't even understand why I was in a fight. I just walked over there to like see what he was doing, and next thing I know, they were fighting, and I was in it, and I was like, whoa. The last time I got in a fight, I told that story time. That happened when I was in middle school, and I don't understand why we was fighting, because the girl that I ended up getting in a fight with, we was cool. We was like super cool. Like when the teacher and the principal asked us what happened and why they was fighting, she said she couldn't answer it, and I didn't know. I couldn't answer it. I was like, I don't understand why we was fighting. But all that stuff kind of affected me from what I saw growing up. Like that one bad relationship my mom was in, and it affected me. Cause like first year I was here, I used to walk back and forth to school, and there was a guy trying to bully me because the girl that he was hanging out with didn't like my sister, which I didn't understand because my sister was her sister's friend. They was friends, and she didn't like my sister for whatever reason, so she tried to get her and this dude to bully me. So I was end up getting in fights and crap coming home from school. I never told him, but I was getting in fights and crap coming home from school until one day, and I was winning. I'm not gonna let you bully me. Forget that mess, man. I came from a long line of rowdy family members, both sides of the family. And I had to see that before. And growing up and moving around so much, people gonna try you all the time anyway. You better go for what you know. They'll leave you alone. So one day I'm fighting this dude, and this old head come over and break us up and say, y'all leave him alone. I've been watching, y'all been messing with this boy for a long time, and I don't understand why you keep messing with him, because you ain't winning. Today I literally saw he walked over 3 streets to stay away from y'all. Because I was going home, I decided to go the other way, because I got tired of like running into them going a certain way. So I went the other way. I was like 3 streets over purposely just to make sure I don't run into them. And I still ran into them, and we got to fighting. And after that fight, the old man had broke us up. Let him go. He let me go, and he said, y'all stay here. Y'all gonna leave him alone from now on. And after that, I didn't see them no more. But yeah, it was that, getting to know the people here. And the other thing that used to scare me was like the storms. Florida has some of the worst thunderstorms, for real. Like coming from where I was coming from, it was nowhere near that. And the apartment we stayed in, you in the hood, man, it's some cheap crap. When it thunder real hard, when it lightning real hard, the windows in there would shake, and it would scare me so bad. And I was like, where we at, mama? Why we here? All that kind of stuff. Some other people that was friends that was doing it too. I don't know. All that happened. And then I remember going to stay with my pops. Like before I went to stay with my pops, out of nowhere, it just got better. Like all that stuff was happening. People had changed their heart. It just stopped. The people I was hanging out with, the bullying just stopped. And it just became love after that. Like it was cool. But that initiation period, oh man, it was rough. I will say this. When you move around and you the new person, especially in the hood, there's always gonna be somebody to challenge you. I ended up getting a fight when I was staying with my pops, because like I said, I've been moving around. We was moving around a lot. With my mom, we moved to Florida. I'm getting in fights and fighting dudes because they trying to fight me. And every time I'm beating a dude up, next thing you know, somebody come into my house and it's like 4, 5 of them. Yeah, let's fight now. Why y'all trying to jump me? Because you lost? You the one started the fight? Because I've never been a bully. My parents always told me, don't be a bully, but protect yourself. If I find out you being a bully, I'm gonna whoop your ass. That's exactly what they told me, both of them. I was never a bully. 9 times out of 10, I was like the quiet kid. And when I went to stay with my pops, I ended up getting in fights up there because I was a new kid and people wanted to test me. Like after a while, you getting bullied all the time, or people trying to bully you, when you start seeing people that you think you can take advantage of, you do it. You do it too.